Welcome to my channel. I am Junior Wing. I am a writer. Today, I would like to talk about my grandmother, Khin Myo Chit, a writer and journalist, and her book, Gift of Laughter. Before I talk about my grandmother's book, I would like to introduce you some important Burmese words. I firstly introduce you with hla-daw. Hla-daw is the name of the village in Sagar division of central Burma. In other words, hla-daw-thar means the people of hla-daw village. Lastly, hla-daw-thar-sagar, the normal conversation or everyday conversation of the people of hla-daw village. When the book hla-daw-thar-sagar in Burmese came out, even the Burmese people was taken by surprise by the expressions of wit and humor of the people of hla-daw village. There were several Burmese scholars who wrote hla-daw-thar-sagar in Burmese. My grandmother, she translated hla-daw-thar-sagar into English. It is called Gift of Laughter. Hla-daw-thar-sagar, the expressions of wit and humor of the people of hla-daw village were very difficult to understand for non-Burmese people, because some of them were based on Buddha stories, Buddha life stories, Burmese poems, Burmese prose, Burmese literature. Without the knowledge of it, even the Burmese people could not understand what it means. My grandmother, for her effort of her translation, she not only translated, but also she added more explanations for her readers. At that time, she asked her grandson to draw the illustrations and drawings for her book. Her grandson, of course, he is my twin brother, Maung. He is born to be a cartoonist. I'm also interested in drawing. I love to draw the illustrations and cartoons like him. But my grandmother only asked her grandson, not her granddaughter. However, the book appeared with the beautiful illustrations and drawings of my brother. This book was published in 1995. The preface of my grandmother's book was written by my father, who was the only son of my grandmother. The articles from my grandmother's book also included in Insa Rupa magazine. The size of the Insa Rupa magazine was very large, so my brother's drawings and illustrations became more bigger and more alive with their colors. Now, I will give you one example from my grandmother's book, so you will understand what the expressions of wit and humor of the hla-daw-thar means. There was a pagoda festival was held in the hla-daw village. During festival time, spacious grounds of pagodas are filled with trade fairs and selling products of farms or home industries. There was a good-looking girl who was selling bananas. The customer who came and browsed over the array of bananas, he said, "What sorry-looking bananas you have, so thin and wrinkled and small." The girl replied, "Have you not heard of the saying?" She said with Barbie's old rhyme, "Brown and ripe, slim and sweet, like sugar and honey meat." The man, the customer, laughed and said, "Look, these bananas are about the size of a baby's fingers. If I were to go about hanging them round my neck, people will run away thinking that Angulimala is on the warpath." People around them laughed and smiled. But you cannot laugh or smile because you don't understand what it means. You don't know who is Angulimala. My grandmother, she explained here about the Angulimala and his story. Angulimala was a bandit of the Buddha's time. He was a killer. He collected fingers of his victims by killing the people he saw on his path and wore them like a wreath of human fingers, wet with blood, brandishing the sword. It's that we imagined how scary he was. Angulimala, finally tamed by the Buddha. He met the Buddha and he ended up with a shaven head, yellow robe, and a black arms bound. So, now let's go back to the pagoda festival of hla-daw village. Here, there was a girl who was selling bananas, and the customer said, "How small your bananas were." They were about the size of a baby's fingers. If I were to go about hanging them round my neck, people were thinking that Angulimala is on his warpath. I could not tell more examples from my grandmother's book in this period of time. But I will show more illustrations and drawings of my brother. I hope you can imagine how the people of hla-daw village look like. Their expressions of wit and humor might look like. You can imagine as you wish. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you may see or you may get some information about hla-daw village. And the people of hla-daw village, the simple country folk and their expressions of wit and humor. Thank you. See you next time.